Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I have messed around with my sound settings and I've done what I can to reduce ambient noise in my room here. Hopefully the sound in this video will be better. I will of course be checking this one before I upload it to make sure though. As you can see, I've been kind of busy here in the garage. This is a Chieftain. I'm sorry, a Bolt Hellcat. And it has the supercharged V8. This is a Bolt Rollet, which has just a 2-carb engine. And that, of course, is another Ferrari F40. This one came with this livery on it. I didn't even realize it had this. I went ahead and did it like so. I don't particularly like it, but since I haven't done one like this, I thought it would be nice to show it off a little bit. I guess it's some sort of race outfit for the car. This one is crazy valuable though. This one actually has a supercharged V8, and I don't know for sure, but it seems that this car can come with either a normal V8 or a supercharged V8. This one has the supercharged V8. The only time I've seen the V12 version is at the, no, I found a V12 in a barn once. I haven't seen the V12 version of this car anywhere else. But it's now worth somewhere above $3 million. Yeah, 3.4 for this car. And then the Rollet, of course, is nowhere near as valuable. I think it's about 100 grand. Yeah, 110. The Hellcat is a little bit more valuable. Not a whole lot more. 112. So, now we can troop off to the junkyard and hopefully find something else exciting to work on. Okay, here we are. It always disturbs me when I come in here and see nothing. But what do we got over here? Is that another Ford Focus? No. Mercedes AMG. I can't remember if I think I did one of those. And this is like the police Skyline. I've never done this car, so I don't know what it looks like. It might be worth doing just for fun, if there's nothing else interesting to do in here. There's another Porsche. What are you? Are you a 911? Are you a turbo or are you an RS? You're a turbo. Oh, this is the GT2. I did one of these. I remember this now. Has the big wing on it. Okay, what else is here? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another F40. Another F40 with a supercharged engine. Gee. The game wants me to do this. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm probably not gonna do it on screen. If this one is worth $3 million the way the other one was, I can't pass it up. I don't really want to do anything that's in here. There was something else over here, wasn't there? Oh yeah, it was just the Porsche. Okay. I'm gonna reset the junkyard. Hopefully we'll find something else. Okay, we return. This I think is an MR2. Yeah. I haven't actually done an MR2 for this. I actually haven't done a video on this, so maybe Maybe we'll do that if there's nothing else here. That's another Ford Focus. Yeah. And this is a Miata. And what are you? It's got a right-hand drive. This is a Skyline. So this is a basic Skyline. This is actually one of the very first mods I downloaded back when I first started playing the game, and I got one of these very early on, and I kept it in my parking for a long time until I could fix it up. That car is still there now. I'm kind of tempted to do this. This is a bit more interesting to me than the MR2. Let's see if there's anything else here. Is this another MR2? It is. God. This is a Porsche 356. That's kind of tempting also. How much is it? 7,300? I think I'm going to do the Skyline. Just kind of in the interest of getting something and getting out of here. So this car is $10,000. Okay, let's head back now. Okay, let's see where these cars ended up. That one is over there. Let's move this one over to this lifter. I'm going to go ahead and clean it up real quick. Saying however, yeah, it does. It doesn't have hardly anything in the way of body parts. It had a couple of pieces of window glass, and that's it. I cannot type fuel to save my life. Where is the air cover? There it is. And 8 clips. Whoops. Okay, now those double wishbone suspensions there, the rear shocks I made them by accident for a car that didn't actually need them. Well, I guess I was going to say I made a mistake, but I haven't actually taken these pieces out. I need the import store. Okay, that should be 100% body. Yep. I didn't mean to put it there. I'm just going to leave it the factory color for now. I may change it later. I just want it to not look like a complete junker. So this car that I paid, I think, $110,000 for, something to that effect, is already $1.5 million. It's just been cosmetically fixed up. You can't even drive it. You could sit in it. Can't turn the radio. Well, maybe it's got a battery in it, so maybe you could turn the radio on. That's about it. Okay, now let's get on to the meat of this evening's symposium. Oh, that's attractive. Okay, let's see what kind of interior this thing had. Seat 11, fabric A? Yeah, steering wheel 16, seat 11, fabric A. that the right one? I guess it was. Do you even have a radiator? Yeah, you do. Okay. And of course it's fan housing B. Oh, I thought I bought one of those, but I did not. Okay, and I saw... yeah, the battery's way back there. And we have fuel tank, 2 fuel tank Bs. It looks like they both have fuel pumps. At least the bottom of this one isn't a Matchbox car. I appreciate that. It's kind of weird. I don't remember that. I may have to pull the Skyline that I kept out of my parking just to look at it. It's been so long since I worked on one of these. Ah, okay. So middle muffler and V8. Yeah, the front exhaust section won't be able to go on until the engine is in. If it's like the DB5. Yeah, this is the Skyline that I did. This is the first Skyline that I did ages ago. I wonder if I didn't paint it. It's been in my parking for so long. Yeah, okay, so it does have these. Looks like I didn't put the, wow, it doesn't have the performance fuel pumps in it. I wonder if I did the rest of it with performance parts. It looks like I did. Okay, I just wanted to see it. It's been so long since I worked on this thing, I'd forgotten what it looked like. Okay, what was I gonna do? Gotta bring it down and get the body parts together. It looks like it doesn't have any. I thought it might have some non-standard parts, but this is just the standard car. It is the R34, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so we'll just buy stock things here. That says strut barse. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Okay, front bumper. Front clamshell, presumably. That's got to be like the side skirts. Front end. Look at all these different front ends. I assume that there's a whole bunch of different versions of this car. The only ones I've ever seen are this one and like the Tokyo police car. Although, no, there's a race one too that I've never bothered to build. Holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. There's something that goes inside there. It's got to be the engine cover. Let's see how that... Yeah, it sure makes it look authentic. Oh, is that a crossbar? No, that's part of the engine cover. Let's see here. Where are we at now? 96%. What am I missing? Oh, left body window. Okay. I thought I put that in. Okay, perfect. Now she's all nice and pretty. What was I gonna do? Can't believe I put in the white fuel pump instead of the black one. And I didn't put in the performance exhaust pieces either. Boy, this really goes a long way back. I wonder if I did everything else. I'd have to take the whole damn car apart to find out. Well, that's the performance manifold and the carburetors and the wires. Hopefully the yep, that's the performance headed. I'm gonna assume that the camshaft and everything, the alternator is, the transmission is, the distributor is. So I was asleep at the wheel for the exhaust and the fuel pumps for some reason. Sorry, I got distracted. I shouldn't have done that. Let's paint this thing. I'm just going to leave it this color. I am going to need to figure out why the doors are black, though. I can't believe I painted the doors black. Okay, almost done ripping the rear end apart. I'm going to try and pick some different rims for this one. Okay, let's get some parts together now. That's going to be 8 of each kind of bushing. I just bought an extra one. That was an extra small one too. That's not even any use. And we'll get our brakes for the rear. It's the regular brake disc. What else do I have here? Shock A. And the sway bars. Oh, that was rear sway bar B, wasn't it? I think it was. I hope it was. And we'll grab our clutch pieces because I know I have those ready to go. That's not the button I wanted to hit. And we can nuke the old pieces here. Get a gearbox. I know I have some excess. Yeah, I have a whole set of excess pieces of the shock absorber caps and everything that I bought for another car that I thought I was going to need them on, and I ended up not needing them because it was a coil spring rear end instead of a leaf spring rear end. So I don't need to buy these again. The rest of this stuff we'll make an attempt at repairing. Looks like we got to repair the gearbox. That's good. At least we can sell the standard gearbox for something less than more than scrap value, rather. And it looks like I need one set of suspension arms. I think that was this one and this one and this one that I needed. Rear drive axle, knuckle housing A. So all we need to do now is select our wheels. I think those were 18? Yeah, 18. I want to do something a little different. The thing is, I tend to like stuff like this one here, this 22, this number 3 right here. I tend to like that kind of thing. I like those more than the more garish ones. This number 5 I like. But I want to be a little bit more outlandish. Maybe this one. That looks about like what I'm going for. And these are 245, 40, 18. Yep, 245, 40, 18. Match the sizes, that's what we want. Just wait for this tire to finish, and we can go reassemble it. I always try to assemble these things in a systematic kind of way, but that never seems to happen with this particular rear end. It's got like 4 arms on each side and a bazillion bushings and other things to bolt in. And I always end up getting sucked into one side or the other. That's when it's all done. Gotta remember to get the bushings into the top of the crossmember before I forget too, because that's always fun to try to find them again once you discover that you've missed one. Good Lord, why do I have all of these? All these extra fuel tanks and stuff. Oh, maybe they're for the F40. Yeah. I guess I didn't put them in. I may have to run over there and do that real quick just so I don't confuse myself again. Well, that doesn't look terrible. It's different, which is what I wanted. Boy, I just experienced a bunch of lag there. I don't know what is going on. Yep, I bought those tanks for this car. Didn't put them in. I have all these extra push rods and stuff in my inventory too for some strange reason. Yeah, I did buy an extra small bushing that I don't need. And these are those generic exhaust parts. Okay, that should get me back to where I want to be. Let's put you back on the ground. And we will forget about you for now. And do this. Give you a nice view of the inside of the rim there. Okay, that's all out. Let me get the engine crane. Every time I go past that car, it lags. I wonder if I should move it. I want to try and paint it, though, so I don't want to put it away just yet. Okay, I've already got everything out. What am I doing here? I want to clear this stuff out now. So that was a front sway bar and 2 sway link A's. It was 8 regular bushings. It was tie rods and rack. And it was brakes. Ventilated for the front. And, shouldn't have jumped out of there. Okay, and now I need to get hubs. And then front shock A. Okay, front shock absorber A is done. Let's see if we can repair the rest of this stuff. We repaired that front intercooler. I didn't really expect to be able to do that. Okay, knuckle A. Front drive axle C. You know what? I just realized that this thing has... It's set up as a four-wheel drive vehicle, but there's no front differential. No front... these axles are just connected to nothing. What was the other thing I needed to buy? Lower suspension arm. Okay, let's get our wheels, and these were going to be rim 7A, and these were also 18. And I didn't make a note of the size. 245/40/18, that's the same as the rear. Okay, and that last tire is done. Or at least I think that's the last tire. No, it's not. Ah! Looks like it's done over there already. I feel like I feel like I kicked it off and barely walked away from it, and it's already done. Yeah, look at how that. There's a drive shaft. There's a drive shaft there that's like. I just noticed it. It's jammed through the middle of the engine. Oh, okay. I have to take that off. Yeah, and it's not going to let me repair that either. Front drive shaft, there you are. I wonder if I need to... I'll bet I need to get the engine built and then plug that in, because I bet if it's all hooked up and I try to put the engine in, it's going to tell me to take it out. Okay, out of an overabundance of caution, let's go ahead and yank the engine and do it now. And then we'll hook up the drivetrain. Oh my god, it has like all the camshaft caps. Okay, this one needs like 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 camshaft caps. I don't think that's everything, but that should go a long way. I bought the chain. I didn't buy the cam gear. I don't think these camshaft caps are repairable. No, they're not. There were so many of them I wanted to try. I also think this thing needs an ignition coil B. I can't remember. Yeah, there's pistons in it because there was a head on it. If my experience has been, if you get a car with an engine that doesn't have a head on it, there either won't be any pistons or there'll be one or two. This one did have a head, so all the pistons were in it. Both the block and the crankshaft are red too, so we may not be able to get them back. Or maybe we will. Yeah, it looks like we got them both back. Surprised me. Oh, I knew I needed an alternator. Let's see, water pump I6, alternator. I didn't buy the carburetors. I know I need 3 of those. I think if that's not everything, it's got to be darn close. Starting to look like something more like, it's starting to look more like an engine now, isn't it? Not just a mass of rust. I think this engine has the most per capita of crankshaft caps of any. Even the Pagani V12 has got 10 per cylinder head. This only has one cylinder head, but it has 14. Alright, that engine is complete. It went together nice and well. I guess I'm getting used to these. And I'm gonna need a starter for sure. Yeah, okay. Regular. I was like, wait a minute, sport tire. And then I realized it's because the front wheels aren't on yet. It'll leave the hood open. We're going to have to go up and down a couple of times here. Jam that drive shaft right through the middle of the engine block. Oh man, I'd forgotten about that. Oh, I guess I didn't. I thought I bought it, but I guess I didn't. Front drive axle C. Sorry for the view there, but this is as close as I can get from this angle, and I wanted to try to get all those bolts at once. I suppose I could have done it from this side. Alright, that should be 100%. Yep, she's all done. So let's do, I don't really like this gray. This is what we would have called like ADC gray back in the 70s, what the air defense jets wore. Anyway, let's see. I imagine there's probably some liveries for this car. Well, that right there is already an improvement. It even looks good on top of the gray. I mean, if you wanted, I kind of was wanting to do like a street racer, and this works. This is really kind of what I was going for. What else? This one's not so much. What the heck is that? Okay. That one must be broken. I can't see anything different about this. That's kind of nice too. That's the police car one. I think what I'm going to do is use this and oh, that doesn't let me change the base color of the car. Well, that's not what I want. What else? So the only one of these that lets me change the base color of the car is this one. That's not really the kind of thing I was... It's not really... no, it's not really what I want. Let's go back and use... I like this except for the... I like this. I would like it better if it didn't have the stuff on the hood. I actually like that. That's kind of that's definitely garish. That's what I was hoping for. Let's do this. Whoa, that's pink. So factory engine power is 165. So just over 121. Yeah, 121 more horsepower. I cannot wait to see what this looks like outside. I wonder if I ever dynoed this car. 300 horsepower, so it's definitely... something is definitely different about this car. Large... oh, wow. How in the world is that even happening? I wonder why those things are... let's not get sidetracked. 300 horsepower. This car is 286 horsepower, so how does that other car have more horsepower than this one? I don't really comprehend that. Because they're the same car. Anyway, okay, let's just go and play with it for a minute. Alright, here we are. well, it's not quite as outlandish as I hoped it would be, but I mean, I personally, I like, you know, the metal. I like hot pink. I think it's a good looking, well, it does definitely change color depending on the angle you look at it. It goes kind of like a deep fuchsia depending on the angle you hit it at. Yeah, I can live with it. It's not a car. It's not a color that I would choose for myself, but I can live with it on this car. Let's see if we can keep the thing in a straight line. Acceleration is very smooth. No herky-jerkiness to it. Looks like 147. Can we get 150? Yes. Just barely. Yeah, not too shabby. I feel pretty good about that. Alrighty then, the car is all done. No, it's a right-hand drive, so we have to get in it on this side. I actually have no idea what one of these looks like in real life. I think this is the one that you couldn't get imported to the US because it didn't meet like emission standards or something. It's probably why. It's one of the earlier mods that I downloaded. It looks alright. The way the drive shaft is jammed through the engine block is weird, but other than that, it's fine, I suppose. Alright, well, let's get this pink pony. Nah, it's not a Mustang. If it were a Mustang, it would be appropriate, but I don't know what to call it. It's like a Charlie's Angels car, maybe. So it is now 100% across the board. Everything is in it that's supposed to be in it. And it looks like 96,000. Yeah, 96,000. A little bit disappointing, but you can't expect much on a car like this. It's not like a classic muscle car or something. It's just another Japanese import, I guess. But it's not too bad. It was kind of nostalgic to work on one again because it's been so long since I did that one. So that'll bring this visit to the garage to a close. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again for our next Junkyard adventure. So on that note, bye for now.